Ever wonder what it's like being the opposite sex? Having erectile dysfunction or getting pregnant? Two conditions that can be solved with a pill. So get your Plan B and your Viagra ready, cause here we go! What up, y'all? Welcome back to the DUM Podcast. I am Don Dario.
And I'm Kev The Allstar.
What up, Kev The Allstar? How are you, sir?
I am great, Don Dario. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great, man. We're back at the amazing Pushkin Lounge in downtown San Diego.
What you mean, we? Okay, you got a we, but I'm not quite there.
Sorry, Kev. I know we're there. We're doing like a remote. Yeah, me and the Kev. Well, we've got an amazing guest, man. We're just going to introduce him right off the bat because you just heard him. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Brian Vilona.
Hey. Hi, it's me again. How are you?
What up, man? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a guest.
This is a great place. I've been very impressed by the production.
Right?
I came in, he offered me hookah immediately, which should always happen, but it did today. And
it's a hookah lounge.
It was great.
Isn't it cool?
I really dig it. This is thank you for having me. This is
yeah,
great.
Man. Last time we were here, we were with Ike Gazaryan, and he brought us some hookah. So, again, thank you to Ike and all of Pushkin Lounge. Shout out to them. Everybody come down here, enjoy the hookah. The bar is amazing, and the food is delicious. So, come on down to the heart of the Gaslamp District. Bro, how have you been, man?
Good.
Okay, so I got to admit, Kev, we already introduced before, and they were talking about the past. So, let's get everybody caught up. You actually started comedy in Arizona?
Yes.
What?
So
as a Sun Devil.
So and I went to ASU. So I started stand-up in 2009. Mm-hmm. And the first place I did it was at the Tempe Center for the Arts.
Hey, that's your place,
which is a cool, really, if you've ever been, is a sexy venue, especially if you get to perform. It's a huge stage. It's really, really theater, really nice seating.
Yeah. Was it with Tony?
So it was actually interesting. So I talked about doing stand-up for 2 years before I did it. I was like, I'm going to do it. And I fucking pussed out. I couldn't do it.
2 years?
I talked a big game, but I didn't show up for 2 years.
For 2 years.
And then I founded, I guess at the time, a fraternity at ASU that's still there. It started really cool. I think it's now the biggest population of gay people. So I don't know what I
gay
created.
Cum laude?
You can thank me for the waving change in America. From the inside.
Yeah. Thanks,
which is
Brian.
just a funny ad lib, but so during that time we had a philanthropy, which is where you raise money, you have a good cause. Every fraternity tries to do that to justify its bullshit. There's a cause behind it.
Yeah.
So they wanted me to do. They had a pageant. They had all the sorority girls there, and they wanted me to do entertainment, and at halftime during this pageant, and I was going to do stand up for the first time. So the one online
for the first time as the entertainment.
As the entertainment.
Holy shit.
I probably did like 10 minutes. I didn't know how to stop it. I got nervous and I brought attention to the cameraman. I started making up jokes. So what I did was I waited till the night before, like a typical college fashion.
Right.
And I watched my favorite comics, and I was trying to figure this comedy thing out. And I was paying attention to the beats of their jokes and the pacing of things.
Okay.
So what I did is I mirrored a lot of the pacing and some of the comics I really liked, and I used my own words and jokes, and it fucking worked.
Yeah.
It just took I was like, ironically, I really haven't been doing that as much, but
yeah. That's funny because me and my brother, he had a conversation with me before I started comedy, and he was just watching comedy one day, and that's what he said stood out to him. It was the cadence of how they spoke and how they paused and how they used time. So he went out and tried it at a party, and he said he was killing. He was just killing with
There
everybody.
is, dude, inches or miles.
But
in
again,
comedy.
he doesn't.
It's weird.
But again, he doesn't do an open mic for more than 2 years.
I did that. Okay, the most fucked up part about, I had a good experience the first time I did stand-up. It was all girls. I was the only comic. I knew most of the people. It was great. It went well.
Yeah, nice.
And then I did an open mic and just suffered.
Bomb.
Bam. Introduction to, reality.
Yeah.
And that was really good. And I started at a small comedy club.
What?
Or I didn't start it. I started at called the Comedy Spot, which was a tiny venue
Scottsdale?
near the venue of Scottsdale.
Yeah.
So it was connected.
Yeah, it was
so
on
a little
Bar
porthole.
Rescue or something.
So ironically,
Which is not on there anymore. You can't see the episode.
So I'll tell you. Should I tell the story?
Yeah,
you?
go for it. Go
All
for
right,
it.
So I started comedy at this little tiny 50-foot or 50-seater called the Comedy Spot, and I met all these comics, and one of them left because there was always a feud with the owner naturally, and we had our own show. Me and my friend Brian Rhodes and a couple other people. We had a show, and we didn't like the guy. He canceled our show. We had like no confirmed guests or something, and so we went with this other dude to start this comedy club. It was just starting, called Stand Up Scottsdale. So at that time, what the deal was is he has 2 rooms. He has a 250 or 275. It's a big main room, and he had this dinky little 75 seat, almost like an entrance to the club, but it's a room, and then you go into the main room. So you could run dueling shows. They had 2 showrooms, and they gave me and a couple other comics the showroom. And the comics that I ran it with, it was Chappelle Lacey, me, a couple other people helped produce it, but it was Chappelle and I doing pretty much the maintenance, booking, promoting, owning the show.
Nice.
And bringing headliners out from California and stuff that were features.
Yeah.
Give them a 45 and paid weekend. And it was like Jesse Johnson and Michael Turner and Michael Longfellow.
Oh,
we're just
shit.
at the club, and it was one of the coolest things. You just hang out there.
Yeah.
You'd either go up or not, but it gave you a spot to hang out, and it was really fun. And then we got on Bar Rescue, and so they rebranded the club. It was going to be a Laugh Factory, and he got all crazy with it.
Yeah.
Howard likes to have fun. He was a club owner at the time. Howard liked to have fun.
Yeah.
And that says enough, right?
Was he a comic?
He was a comic. Howard was famous for giving himself a spot.
Yeah.
And not necessarily hosting, but just kind of doing whatever he wanted. And I think that I was like, why are you torpedoing the energy or whatever we was doing at the time? Whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
And then he said something to me one day. He was like, comedy's supposed to make you think and feel lots of things. Laughter's important, but like good comedy makes you think. He used the word relevant a lot, but it takes them on this little bit of a ride.
Right, like a little mind. What do you call it?
It's tension. It pulls on your emotions.
Yeah, there you go.
But to finish the little story, it was we rebranded our side room called the Tafford Room after John Taffer, that is on Bar Rescue, that flipped our room. And then he served me and a couple people a cease and desist because he thought we were profiting on his name, which like no one was coming to our fucking show. This is hilarious. But we got a legal piece of paperwork from that guy.
Dang.
So we named it the Taffy Room. We had to change it.
Oh, okay.
New sign.
Okay.
Same bullshit. But
Taffy's good.
But yeah,
That's
I
a
did
good
that.
change.
And then they eventually the club didn't make it right. And then now it's Body Fitness is the building over it. So I've gone and worked out there, and it's really sad. I'm
It's
here for
weird.
the wrong reasons. Like
Yeah.
this isn't about self-improvement. This is about talking about my problems. Can't do that at a
You're
fitness
doing
class.
comedy as you're doing legs.
But
just
bro,
pushing.
when I think about my life, when I'm like, what were the happiest years of my life? It was doing comedy. It was doing that in that spot.
Yeah.
And how fucking fun it was. It was my favorite thing ever. It was
So
great.
how long was it there in Arizona? How long did
So
we
I
do
think
it?
I did a solid 17 summers, is what I'll put it, in Arizona. I
Damn.
fucking went to school, stayed probably for too long, and actually nothing bad came of it. It was great. I really like Arizona.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And why'd you move out here?
I took a 2-year stint in Austin before I came here, which is
Okay.
kind of autistic because everyone leaves California to move to Texas
Yeah.
for money, right?
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah.
And so I took a 12% hit and coming out here, and I have fortunate to have a cool job, but I wanted to be. We always booked people from San Diego. I wanted to. Comedy out here is fucking sick. It's really good.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's awesome.
So it's been AZ's not far away, but San Diego's been a nice home.
Fuck
I like
yeah,
it.
dude. So Brian and we met at the club, at Mic Drop Comedy Club. We both do sound there. We both do basically everything there except manage and bartend. You bartended before, right?
God, I wish I did, but thank God they didn't give that job to me.
Yeah, me too.
Brian's fucked up. Why? You put him in front of the booze.
Yeah.
You put the comic in front of all the supplies.
Nobody's getting drinks.
They're like, do the sign outside and move the knobs on the sound.
Yeah, for real.
Don't put the booze in.
You're stealing the mic from the DJ, just running your own set.
You know what the most fucked up part about... Okay, I love working at the club, but being the sound guy when you're a comic, when you're introducing everyone else, and it's cool, and it's a skill, and I think it's admirable.
Yeah.
But it's such a tease, because you're not even the host bringing up the comic. You're like, and before the first guy, someone you'll never meet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's a part of the show that's really important.
Yeah.
No sound, no mic, no comedy. It's kind of important. But
yeah. Being a comic.
it's kind of a mind fuck because you do it eventually. You've done it like, okay, it's not the first couple times.
Yeah.
When you've done it like 80, you're like,
yeah.
you know?
I want to be up there. I want the lights.
It hurts the soul.
It's a little bit of like, it's like your dad watching you be more successful than him.
No.
You know? He like kind of stoked for you, but he's like, fuck you.
This episode is sponsored by ComedySchools.com, where you can learn anything from beginning to advanced. Just contact ComedySchools.com and tell them the DUM Podcast sent you so you can get our special price. Now, here's a message from Tony.
Write me, Tony Visick, at comedyschools@hotmail.com or call me at 818-571-JOKE. That's 818-571-JOKE. Once again, thanks for visiting. We'll see you soon.
So what, like, we know you started over there. What made you want to do comedy? Like, what was it? What was it?
Oh, great question. I would say, I always had a goofy, quirky personality and sense of humor.
Yeah.
I always played like Magic the Gathering cards on lunch in school and hung out with the nerdy weird kids.
D&D?
I never did D&D, but like I wasn't getting laid. It's all the same. So I fucking I was really nerdy and I love video games and cards and shit.
Yeah.
And I was just a dork and I made people laugh, and that's also how I got attention, I think.
Yeah.
As a human being, I was kind of a tiny little kid.
Yeah.
Small stature dude, and I was like, being funny gave me a little bit more of a confidence. It created a little bit of an unnecessary ego, I'm sure, but it's how I looked at the world. I was like, I can get what I need by doing this. And
making them laugh.
It's also very true.
Yeah, that's very true. Hell yeah. So you were doing this since you were a kid?
So I would say my sense of humor is best described by spiritual dance.
Spiritual
interpretive. Not naked, but you definitely see skin. I'm going to show you guys some calf in a minute. It'll be fun. But yeah, I'd say it's weird to describe yourself.
Yeah.
It's like writing a resume. You're like, oh, I'm good at shit. And you're like, I got to say it this way. Witty, maybe.
Yeah.
I like misdirection, and like that's why I like doing crowd work and things now, because it's really just based on you being able to find it faster than...
Yeah. What was your last show?
I did a show last night.
What?
At Lazy River Comedy.
Nice.
It was right by my house, actually, in Point Loma. And I got a little too drunk, so today at work I tried to close my door as much as possible. But, but it was fun. I had a great time. It was kind of funny. It was a Wednesday at this cool Irish pub, and happenstance is wing night. It's dollar wing night.
Oh, fuck.
So it's loud, so you can get the bar. It's a bar mic vibe, but it was a book show. So I'm like, you're paying, new car prices for a...
Yeah, for real.
But it was, you know what? I got them to listen. I did a bunch of crowd work.
Nice.
I was able to not make them withdraw too much. The concept of watching someone eat chicken wings and while you're trying to make them laugh is like, if I hurt them and they die, like I felt weird.
Yeah.
I was like, just drink.
Yeah.
Eat nachos. Don't be fucking weird with the chicken finger thing.
Yeah, we tried that one time at Aguilar's, didn't we, Kev? Everybody was...
It's just a funny thing to do. You're like, oh, I'm on a date. I'm going to eat wings. It's like a no.
Yeah.
Do you eat them when you drive? That's fucking ballsy.
I have tried, and it's very dangerous.
Can you do one hand? Like, okay, first, drums or flats?
Drums.
Kev? Drums?
Drums.
Okay, I'm just gonna do flats for parody, but drums can be better.
Yeah.
But the flats can be really good.
Oh, yeah.
Sauce.
Oh, barbecue.
Barbecue? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't hear you. What
sauce?
Wait,
what kind
for buffalo
wing
wings?
Sauce, yes.
Oh, I'm going spicy garlic.
Spicy garlic's good.
Ugh.
So, for you, Kev, Long Wong's in Arizona makes great wings.
Yes.
Go to Long Wong's. They also used to have comedy there.
Yeah.
There's many of them. But,
Long Longs is cool. I mean,
Oh yeah, what do you got, Kev?
you know what I'm talking about then.
I'm an ATL fan, you know.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, ATL goes hard. It's the champ out here.
Okay, we're gonna continue on the chicken
Long,
topic.
Long Longs is the OG though. They've been around for a long time.
Best. Okay, here's my opinion.
Like-
Each of us go in a circle. Best chicken sandwich, Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Best chicken strips, Cane's.
No.
Nuggets, Chick-fil-A, is what I'd say.
With that, those are three actually legit.
And
go
it's
with
hard
that.
because
actors of the
you
fried
have to
chicken realm.
you have to pick one, right? It's not the place really. It's the one thing they make.
Yeah, you're right. I don't
The
like.
real trick is which one of those have good coleslaw.
Yeah, dude.
What?
Sorry.
Coleslaw will fucking ruin your day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say if in the game, the chicken game,
Yeah.
I don't know who has the best wings though. That's tough.
ATL.
I like Buffalo
ATL.
Wild Wings. I like Wingstop.
Make a trip back out here, Brian, and hit ATL.
Yeah. Dude, definitely.
And
Dude,
Mesa on Southern on the 60 and Stapley. There's multiples, but that one location, I mean, I got one right by my house. And that one's still decent. It's still decent. But I would love the Mesa one. The Mesa one is
There you go. Kev the Allstar giving a shout out. Give the man some freaking chicken wings. Buffalo wings, people.
hey, that's racist.
Sorry.
I was trying to
sorry.
like I pulled back right before I was like, should I name the three? Because I looked at them and I'm like, this is kind of fucked up. I'm like, you should name it, but I'll go first. No pressure.
You know what? Right? You know what else is good though? They actually they get a little more I guess I call it brownie points, but they have legit Kool-Aid and it's made right
Damn.
Yeah.
at ATL. So it's not watered
right.
down. It'll make it, you know.
You're making me hungry.
Our new sponsor, ATL.
ATL wings. It gets you right here. Oh, that was a good commercial.
The
That was
Michael Vick of Kookaroos.
good. Oh, there you go.
God damn, now I'm hungry.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
for real.
You're like, I smoked something now. I want to eat something.
All right, we got another question, which
Yes.
we usually ask.
Sure.
So, when growing up or just coming up, whatever, was there one comic, a couple comics, like who did you grow up watching, and who like did you kind of idolize or whatever?
You know what? So it's a great question. I'd say the best described as I remember the first stand-up I've ever heard. I was hanging out with my cousin, and he lived in Chicago. So I was just like doing the thing where like your parents send their kids to each other's houses for the summer, right?
Yeah.
Get this kid out of my shit. Like you deal with him. And it was they had a sweet spot in Chicago on this lake, and he had this like Walkman. You remember like the Home Alone Walkman deal?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
had shit like that, and we had a cassette tape.
Fuck yeah.
And it was Jerry Seinfeld.
What?
And I never heard who Jerry Seinfeld was or what stand-up was. And then he's like, you should listen to this. And I remember this moment. It was super interesting. I was like, what? So I put the little stretch metal with the little cushy balls over my
Nice.
ears, right? The one that's not big enough for the holes.
Yeah.
And I listened to it, and it's all loud, and I'm listening to Jerry Seinfeld, and he's talking about a Halloween mask and how it cuts into the back of your head, and like he's talking about all these things, and I'm like laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
He's like, this is comedy. This is stand-up comedy. And I remember that was the first moment I ever listened to it.
Oh hell yeah! How
It
old
was
are you? You remember?
13.
Dang.
I was 13. Isn't that cool that I remember like not knowing it? I'm like, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
It is something that ended up being really important to me.
Fuck right.
So it was super interesting. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
I mean, I have to ask you the same thing.
For mine, I remember growing up watching George Burns, George Carlin,
obviously.
Bill Cosby. Probably when he was doing stuff.
Don't sleep on Bill Cosby, guys.
Nobody sleep on him. But yeah, man, I remember going to my grandparents' house, and we either rented my grandparents, because they would watch us while my parents went out and did whatever, and we would rent some movies, VHS back in the day. We would rent either something scary or comedy. And a lot of times I remember we weren't allowed to watch it, but
Right.
we were underneath the table, like, moving the chairs to the side.
Oh, you're trying to peep it.
Oh yeah, we were watching anyway.
Because it was like risky and grotesque and swears.
And because it's like it caught your attention. You couldn't even be watching. Like we were underneath playing,
Right.
but because we can hear it, we're like, what? What's
And
that?
comedy at that time was not the same thing. It was you had like Dice Clay,
Yep.
and, and like Candies or whatever. What
Yep.
was the?
Going hardcore.
Yeah, like the comedy was like, make me a sandwich, and everyone's like, yeah, do it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you do it.
Hell yeah.
Cut the crust off.
Hell yeah. I mean, dude, I remember.
Different time, bro.
I know.
Lisa Lampanelli, you remember her?
Yes.
She was still to this day, still one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
Just a savage, just so ridiculous
Kills.
on everybody.
Yeah.
Killer.
Lisa Lampanelli.
Man, so she wouldn't make it this. She's not PC. She's real.
Real not PC.
Yeah, you'll check her out. You'll literally laugh your ass off, but you're like, yeah, I see what he's saying. She's ridiculous, but she rips crowd work.
Yeah.
And then makes fun of everyone,
Fuck yeah.
and she fucks them up.
Yeah.
And she's kind of this like piglet, Italianish white girl. Piglet, you'll see what I mean.
She's lost a lot of weight.
She's
Good
probably
job,
good,
Lisa.
But she still, I think, is one of the funnier comics.
Yeah.
Because she's just such a beast.
I think because she like from
And
the
a lady.
beginning she rips it open and just says
Bro.
she says snatch. She says all the words
Talks about dildos.
that you don't want to hear. It's like we're
Yeah.
not dealing with any kind of sensitivity. We're going all
and
the
they're
way.
all leaning. The crazy part is it's like she more than totes the line, but gets away with all of it. So
Yeah.
good comedy is kind of being a little fucked up, but like it's passing.
She'll say all the
Passable.
words.
She's saying some words.
Yeah.
But yeah,
all the
homework
words.
assignment. You'll be enthralled. Be like, how did I never hear this lady?
Yeah.
It's offensive. It's really
yeah,
bad.
it is offensive, but it's good.
But if you like comedy and you like the art of comedy, she does crowd work exceptionally well. Keeps tension, rhythm, and she's just ripping on the crowd. It's
Hell yeah.
something I still try to figure out how to do myself. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe not straight white male. I gotta chill. I got a tight little lane.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's okay though. I'm okay with that. You gotta be
Don't-
funny.
Don't have fun, Brian.
Don't be Dane Cook. Can you do this?
Yeah.
Can you do it?
So you're a family man as well, right?
So, great question. We'll talk about.
Oh.
I date too much. I was married once
Okay.
for 6 months,
Oh.
and I think that should be done next month. And that was
Okay.
years ago. It's taken a moment,
It's really.
but no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
I kind of have girlfriends a lot of time.
Yeah. No kids.
But no kids, not
Okay.
that I know of. Hopefully not.
Good.
If you're out there, don't call me. Just kidding. There's something for you somewhere. If it's not here, though, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
It said yaga yaga.
So yeah, dude, I live in a good way. I'm turning 40 this year, which is cool.
Damn.
Yeah, finishing that divorce thing. Don't have kids. Have a good job. Feeling healthy.
Nice.
Grateful.
Yeah,
Could
it's a
be
good-
so much worse.
Had a good time.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm grateful, dude. Life's been really, you know what? It's been awesome and fair at the same time.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah. it's
Learned
been-
a lot of things. Earned the grays on my beard for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man, I hate these grays.
We were talking about that before. I was saying my sides of my beard are turning and his sides of his beard are turning.
Yeah.
And I'm like getting like gray at the end of my chest hair, which is mighty, by the way. Lots of chest hair.
Yeah.
But it's like tips, like frosted tips.
Oh, it's frosted white.
It's funny you mentioned that, and our previous guest, that we had on, and we were talking about Betty White, and I was talking about I was talking about that right now. That wasn't last week. That was right now. It's short-term memory loss. It's the gray hair coming in. But when your tough stuff turns white, I'm telling you, you pass a whole nother plethora of gray.
It's the black hairs that turn gray first. I have fair hair. I actually can't grow sideburns. I look
Yeah.
like John Denver. I get little wings. But like I've kind of like dirty blonde hair. That's like soft and coarse black beard.
Yeah.
They don't.
I like that you said soft and not thin. There's a difference.
Yes.
I'll let girls describe themselves that way, okay?
Dude, for me, I got the dark hair on the chin,
Yeah.
so that when it starts coming in white on the chin, it just looks like somebody finished on.
Yeah, you got
It's not-
confettied,
It's not cool.
funfettied in the face.
Confetti in the face.
I was thinking about that. Like I was like recently being like, damn, dude, it's hard to be a girl, but like I don't want to get fucked, you know? Like that's the worst. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, specifically those above 18 years old, it's time for the Jiggity Joke Session.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dario Brian.
Hell yeah, Kev. Bringing it in. All right. Again, here at the beautiful Pushkin Lounge, we've got 3 contestants on the Jiggity Joke Session today. We're going to get started with our special guest today, sir. Brian, that is you.
I'm Brian.
You get to start whenever you want.
All right, boys and probably boys, to be fair with the audience. All right. Our first joke, I have to read it like I'm bequeathing will items to you. The first item goes to my latest. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay, got it.
Oh,
just chronologically.
That's not even the joke.
I'm just making sure that everyone knows that I don't know what I'm doing. I will start now.
And bequeath.
And I will bequeath. I'm going to read it like a 18th century judge outlawing circumcisions in the greater 48. It's no longer necessary, we decided. Turtlenecks for everybody.
Okay.
All right. Doing drugs brings us closer to God because we pray more. Like, God, please don't let me die. I'll never do it again. Then just rinse and repeat after that. Pearly gates, here I come.
All right.
I felt like I was reading like a manual for a toy car.
Yeah.
Then twist it, pull, it drives.
Nice. Good read.
With
You read good.
child storybook energy.
There you go.
You know?
There you go. And a little bit of bequeathing.
Bequeath to you
Yeah.
one left shoe, one Jewish left shoe.
Oh. All right, Kev. Good one. Good read.
All right.
You're up, Kev.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going. Yo, being a guy is cool. You just got to be like, I'll sleep right here. Everything's a bed when you're a guy. Don't sleep on being a dude.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
It's your turn.
It is my turn. All right. S1. I got tickled for the first time recently. That's right. I'm a dom. I'm the tickler. And I realized getting tickled really sucks. It actually kind of hurts. And you hear their weird energy like, hee 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 hee, you like this. They don't.
Hard left.
That shit's so creepy.
They don't.
They don't.
They don't.
They don't.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That joke was by Brian. Good job.
I wrote
Brian.
that. I was trying to. I actually told that joke yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And
did better. Probably better.
It was obviously you like if it, you know like when other people fart is disgusting, but you don't mind your own. That's kind of what it's like hearing your own jokes.
It was disgusting. Yeah, I know.
But you know what? So but yeah, I told that yesterday, and I opened. It was my second joke.
Yeah.
And it's just a creepy, weird joke. Yeah.
So, but
weird.
now you learned how not to do it,
Yes.
right? So that's what
I'm
we
gaining
learned here.
exposure and experience through your hands.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
my turn?
you're up. Yes, sir.
I recently was diagnosed as somebody's responsible driver after their colonoscopy. I jumped all over that opportunity. Once she was in my car, I ran my fuel line directly to her asshole because gas prices are far too high.
Nice, man.
I didn't know how to go. I was like, you can't not say asshole. I'm like, asshole.
Stick it. Like Lisa.
No one's ever like, asshole. It's always like, why are you being an asshole?
Asshole.
Asshole. Yeah. All right. Your turn, man.
Gritty. All right, Kev.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Every parent thinks that their children are the brightest kids in the world until they do homework with them. I was doing math with my kid, and I couldn't believe how dumb she could be. But then I looked at her mom and remembered Oh, that's why.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Good one. All right, my turn, ladies and gentlemen. Some people don't know what to do with their face while having sex, which is weird because it can change the entire mood. Like, don't smile at me while we're doing it. Squint or wince only. You lie to me every other time. Why stop now?
Pain, pain. Down, down, down you go into the ocean. To the bottom. Bring me down. I like that joke, actually.
Nice, nice.
It's kind of sad, which I like, too.
A little bit of sadness.
It's got some honesty. You know when you listen to like some music without jazz and then like the jazz, then like a bass starts, and you're like, that's what it was missing.
Missing some bass.
Missing some bass.
All right, you're up, sir.
All right. Don's so old that when he's at Walmart and gets close to the register, his wrinkles get scanned. Beep, beep. When you look at the screen, it says, product expired.
Nice. Good read. That was awesome. That was good.
Children's birthdays and quinceañeras.
Nice.
Try to keep it under 18. Just kidding. Over 17.9.
All right, Kev, you are up, sir.
All right. Joke 3 for Kev the Allstar for me right here. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Brian. Disney's buying up all the Jews in Hollywood, which is weird because old Walt was known for hating Jewish people, but he's bought Star Wars, Marvel, and most recently Santa Claus. What's next, Hanukkah? Disney must have something for shishkas and menorahs. Hey, I just read the joke, people. Don't come blasting at me. I ain't Kanye West, motherfucker.
I feel like that's how we should live our life. Say fucked up shit and be like, I didn't write it.
Yeah.
That's
not me.
It's from the internet.
It's from the
Check out my subreddit. That's where all this weird stuff comes from.
Somebody else wrote it. Yeah.
It's like when you know, if you're involved in some war or something and you're like, oh, I was just doing my job.
Yeah, for real. Good read, Kev. Good one.
Well done. I think
All
there's
right.
one more.
My turn.
It's you.
Let's go, Don.
We're gonna end with the knock joke. You guys ready?
Yes.
Are you guys ready to participate?
I can do this.
All right, here it goes. Last joke. Knock knock.
Who's there?
There.
9/11.
9/11 who?
You said you'd never forget. That's fucked up.
Not soon enough. Not soon enough.
Saying fucked up shit. Good one.
like
Good
it.
one. All right, sir. We have a little game that we like to play at the
Okay.
end where you have to guess who wrote the joke that you read. So you don't have to give us the whole joke, just a brief description of the joke, and then who you think wrote it. Now, it could either be myself who wrote it, Kev the Allstar who wrote it, or a combination of us both writing it together.
Got it.
All right, so go ahead and start with number 1.
Doing drugs brings us closer to God, and the pearly gates here I come. It's probably from you.
Final answer?
Well, it's co-written between you two.
Final answer? Final answer is co-written?
You questioned me on both of them, and I don't know. I don't even know my name anymore. I gotta go.
Like Jack Woolry.
Say whatever you want.
As you then.
Final answer.
Yes, Jesus.
Ding,
like-
ding, 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 ding.
Hey, do you know where you want to eat? Are you sure about it? Are you sure that's where you want to eat? I'm like, shh, just let her.
Just give me food. All right.
Mine?
Number 2.
You got it.
All right. I recently was diagnosed as someone's responsible driver after their colonoscopy. I jumped over the in her asshole. That one?
Yeah.
Because the gas prices? You, for sure. I know you. I already can tell. It's you.
Final answer?
Yes.
Why?
Ding, 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 ding,
Did
ding, ding,
I nail that?
ding, yeah.
Because I felt your energy, dog. You're definitely the in your ass because gas. I was like, he would write the gas.
The gas.
That's hilarious. I guess that. Or did I not? Did I know?
You knew. I think you knew, cheater. All right, next one, number 3.
All right, the third and final chapter of our bequeath willing will be given. The Walmart beep beep with the fucking faceline thing. Product expired. So I like the joke. It is definitely a foreseeable punchline. It's not a misdirection. So I think that's the only thing that I wish had a little harder sadness behind it, like the backside.
Yeah.
So I think it's co-written.
Co-written. Final answer?
Yes, co-written. No! Who did it? You did it. Okay. I was going to guess you. But then it's 2 of yours.
That's Don Dario.
It's like if you're at the blackjack table, like you win 2 hands, like you play a third hand, like chill, dude.
We try to throw them off. That's why we also threw the one where we write them together, because
like,
we hardly ever do that. We need to do more of that, Kev.
It's like roulette, and the ball just jumps right out when it stops, and the wheel's still spinning, but then it pops out, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yep. Sucks when balls pop out, that's for sure.
It's my worst fear.
Dude, thanks for being here, man.
thank
Thanks
you.
for adding to the funny.
Yeah,
do you
great.
have any shows you want to promote, any social media, website, stuff like that?
Yeah, Brian _Vilona, so BRIAN _, and when you type VIL, I'm the only one that shows up.
Nice.
You don't have to know me to find me, just a little bit. I have some shows. I have a One-Liner Madness show at Abnormal Heights, I think it's February 8th.
Okay.
And then between that, I'm sure I have another show, but that's the one I want to plug. And then this place.
The
And then
Pushkin Lounge.
Yes. It has
Yes.
been very accommodating and nice.
Yes.
I feel like it's not an interrogation, but there's enough lights where it could be.
He got nervous when I hit record.
I was like, I felt like an Instagram model with all these ring lights.
Nice.
I was like, do you see my contour?
Hell yeah, dude.
You know?
Well, thanks for being here again,
Yeah,
my friend.
thank you.
Appreciate you. Kev the Allstar, do you have anything you'd like to promote, sir?
Thank you, Brian. First, that's all I want to say. First of all, it's been fun having you on. Be nice if I could have been there in person, but
It's all good. I'm sure I'll run into you at some point.
maybe one day though, or
Yeah.
we'll catch you on the Arizona side. Yeah, Don, February 22nd, I got a spot over there at out there by Luke Air Force Base at the Sage and Sand Bar. It's an all veteran lineup, so I'm excited for that. Bring obviously a bunch of vets and active duty going to be in that bar, bringing some laughs. Always good to have the veterans laugh. Other than that, man, we're just coasting away, still getting the pages up, working on the pages. You can catch me at All Stars United LLC on YouTube and on Instagram, or Kev the Allstar on all platforms, and KevTheAllstar.com. And of course, take it away, Don Dario.
Oh, yeah, baby. Follow that DUM podcast. Subscribe, please. If you're watching right now, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. Tell your tia. I know she's watching next to you. Trying to make sure you're not skibbiting out or whatever's happening. But subscribe. Tell people. We need to get those numbers up, please. We got the DUM podcast on Patreon. There's got some hidden episodes. We've got some jiggity jokes that you've never seen with some amazing comics. I put them out there to tease you, man. Go check it out. It's got the roast of Don Dario if you want to see me get just roasted completely in Phoenix. Also, DonDarioComedy.com. All my socials are in there, which is Don Dario Comedy as well. Looking to start some new shows, hopefully at Mic Drop Comedy. Keep your fingers crossed. We'll be giving some dates out pretty soon. So if you want to get on these shows, hit us up, DM, whatever it is. Also, we're going to be doing a lot more live streaming, Kev.
Yes.
So when you see us post that we're going to go live, hit us up. You can participate. You can come in and say your jokes, or you can be with her if that's what you can bequeath as well.
I would bequeath one hookah device.
Yeah,
to
bequeath
my
all the
newest-
time that you want. Ladies and gentlemen, again, a special thank you to Pushkin for allowing us to do
Yes.
recordings
Yes.
here.
Cool place.
Great place. Check them out, downtown San Diego, in the heart of the Gas Lamp District.
Where you can get your smoke on. Get your smoke on.
That's right. Remember to stay safe and have fun in life, folks.
And live life Live to laugh, laugh to live, because without laughter, what's the point?
That's true. Peace.
Thank you.